Hey, Money Mike here. Quick question. Do you earn more than you used to but somehow feel less free? That is not just in your head. It is a money trap hiding inside your own paycheck. Today we pull it apart and find the way out. Let's get into it. You are not bad with money. You are not lazy, and you are not hopeless with a budget, no matter how many times you have quietly told yourself that you are. The real reason your money feels the way it does was decided long before you ever earned a single dollar. Somewhere around the age of 7, you quietly downloaded a set of beliefs about money, and you have been running that same program ever since. You never read the code. You do not even remember installing it, but it is making decisions for you every single day, right under your nose. Psychologists call these money scripts. They are the silent rules you soaked up as a kid, and they are steering your adult finances right now. And here is the unsettling part. You did not pick these rules. You inherited them the same quiet way you inherited your last name. There are 4 of them. Today I will walk you through all 4, help you spot the one that is running you, and show you how to finally rewrite it. So where do these scripts even come from? Here is the thing. Nobody ever sat you down and taught you money. There was no class, no manual, no honest conversation about how any of it actually works. So you did what every kid does when the grown-ups go quiet. You watched, and you filled in all the blanks by yourself. You were a tiny detective, reading the room for clues about a world that nobody around you would sit down and explain. You watched whether money got talked about openly at the dinner table, or whispered about behind a closed bedroom door. You watched your parents fight about it, or go cold and silent about it, or smile and pretend there was plenty when there clearly was not. You caught all the little phrases. Money does not grow on trees. We cannot afford that. Rich people are greedy. Never ask what something costs. You did not weigh any of it. You were a child. You simply swallowed it whole as the plain and obvious truth about how the world works. And because you never once questioned it, it never felt like a belief at all. It just felt like the plain and simple way that you are. And now, decades later, those childhood conclusions are still making grown-up decisions in your name, and they never once stopped to ask your permission. The first script is money avoidance. This is the quiet belief that money is a little bit dirty, that wanting it makes you greedy, and that having a lot of it makes you a slightly worse person. It usually grows up in homes where money felt shameful, or frighteningly scarce, or tangled up with somebody getting badly hurt. If this script is running you, you avoid looking. You do not open the statements. You guess at your balance instead of ever really knowing it. You feel a hot flush of guilt whenever you spend on yourself. And somewhere underneath it all, a part of you believes you do not truly deserve more. So you quietly sabotage the good things, the raise you never ask for, the rate you refuse to charge, the money that shows up and somehow always leaves. You tell yourself you are just not a numbers person, but avoiding your money does not make it behave. It only lets the problems grow in the dark. Maybe you can feel a little of it right now, a small tightness in your chest, just from hearing someone talk this plainly about money. Avoidance can feel humble, even a little noble, but you simply cannot manage a thing you are too afraid to look at. The second script is money worship. This is the belief that money is the answer, that almost every problem in your life would quietly melt away if you just had a little more of it. It often takes root when you grew up going without, and somewhere along the way decided that more would fix the ache for good. So more always sounds like the cure. You chase the next raise, the next side hustle, the next number that will finally feel like enough. But that number is a horizon. You walk toward it, you actually reach it, and then it quietly slides further out. There is always a next one. So you overwork for money you never stop to enjoy. You overspend to feel the reward, and you keep waiting on a finish line that keeps backing away. The promotion was going to fix it, then the house was going to fix it, and the peace you were promised somehow never quite arrives. The trouble was never wanting money. Money is genuinely useful. The trouble is handing it a job that it was simply never able to do. Money can genuinely buy you comfort and options, but ask it to buy your happiness, and it will happily take the payment and hand you a bill. The third script is money status. This is the quiet math where your net worth slowly becomes your self-worth, where what you own decides what you are worth as a human being. It is loudest in people who learned early that being seen, being admired, was how you finally proved that you mattered at all. If this one runs you, you spend to be seen. The car sitting in the driveway matters more to you than the balance sitting in the account. You keep a running score against the neighbors, and a new purchase feels less like something you needed and more like proof that you are doing just fine. So you buy the image on credit. You fund a life that looks impressive to strangers, while it quietly makes you poorer every single month. And the target never holds still, because there is always someone with a bigger one. So the spending never stops and the hole only gets deeper. But the people you are trying to impress are barely even watching. You are going into real debt for an audience that is busy thinking about itself. The fourth script is money vigilance. This one looks the healthiest of the four. It is the careful, watchful voice that says save it, guard it, and never quite trust that the money is safe. And honestly, a little of this is a real gift. Vigilant people save more and borrow less. Handled well, this is the script that quietly builds wealth. But turned all the way up, it slowly curdles into pure anxiety. You have plenty, and you still cannot sleep. You still feel one bad month from ruin. You check the accounts over and over. You cannot talk about money without your stomach tightening. Enough never actually feels like enough. So you hoard instead of live. You will not spend on the trip, or the help, or the small everyday joy, even when the numbers clearly say that you can. The saddest version of this is the person who dies with plenty in the bank, having never once let themselves actually enjoy any of it. Money is supposed to buy you a little peace. If yours only ever buys more worry, the script has stopped protecting you and started quietly running you. Now here is the part that trips most people up. You are almost never running just one of these scripts. Most of us carry a tangled blend of all four in wildly different amounts. And they can flatly contradict each other, which is why your money life can feel like a quiet civil war inside your own head. You might worship money and chase it hard all week, then feel a wave of avoidance and guilt the very moment it finally lands in your account. You might be deeply vigilant about your savings and still blow the whole budget on status just to look like you are keeping up. This is why willpower and budgeting apps so often fail you. They are busy fighting the symptom, while the real script keeps running underneath. So the goal here is not to shame any of these scripts. Every single one of them started out trying, in its own clumsy way, to keep you safe. You are not disorganized and you are not broken. You are just 2 or 3 old scripts, quietly arguing over the very same paycheck. So how do you actually rewrite a script? You cannot change a rule you cannot see. So the very first move is to drag the thing out into the light and catch it in the act. The next time money hits you with a jolt of fear or guilt or the sudden itch to buy, stop for a second and name the feeling out loud. Then trace it backward. Ask whose voice that actually is. Very often it is not yours at all. It is a parent at a kitchen table decades ago. Now put the old belief on trial. Ask whether it is genuinely true for you today, or just a rule you inherited and never once chose to question. Then write the new line yourself. Money is not dirty, it is just a tool. I have enough and I am allowed to enjoy it. Say it in your own plain words. And back that new script with one small action. Open the account you have been dodging. Automate the saving. Book the trip you can clearly afford. The action matters more than the affirmation. Every time you act against the old rule, you prove to yourself that it was never really the truth. And be gentle with yourself here. You are not breaking a bad habit. You are slowly overriding a rule that has been running for most of your life. You will not undo 20 years of programming in a single afternoon, but every time you choose on purpose, the old script gets a little bit quieter. So here is the whole idea. You are not bad with money. You are running a script you never chose, written back when you were far too young to argue. Avoidance, worship, status, vigilance. The moment you can name the ones that run you, you finally get to pick up the pen and write your own. If this helped you see your own money a little more clearly, subscribe. We fix the way you think about money, one trap at a time. I am Money Mike. I will see you in the next one.